Good morning. My name is Mateusz Zadecki. I'm a technical support engineer at EBS. In today's video, I will show you how to connect and configure the smart communicator from the Connected series. In this case, the LX30B Q30T with a Honeywell Vista 48D intruder alarm panel. The smart connector feature means that the communicator is connected to the panel via the keypad bus and is recognized by the alarm system as another keypad. As a result, we not only gain the ability to remotely control the panel from the mobile app, but also to transmit data from the panel. Before starting the installation, you need to prepare the Honeywell panel. The panel is installed in the manufacturer's metal enclosure. I connected a switch simulating a zone to input 8. Additionally, we need 2 pairs of wires with terminated ends. Of course, you can use data cable. For easier installation, I wrapped the pairs with insulating tape. The LX Connected communicator. In this case, we chose the LX30B Q30T model, a GSM antenna, a SIM card, and a programmer. I decided on the Mini Prog BT model. The communicator can be installed inside the alarm panel enclosure or outside it, provided there is space. The communicator has a dedicated elegant housing equipped with neodymium magnets. Thanks to the magnets, the communicator can be installed on any metal surface, for example, on the alarm panel enclosure, without drilling any holes. For installation inside the enclosure, the GSM antenna must be mounted on the outside. In this case, we chose the wired version with self-adhesive tape. It is important to remember that this antenna cannot be placed on metal surfaces. In our case, we chose to install it outside the alarm panel enclosure, and we will use a short L-type GSM antenna. Now we proceed with the installation by making physical connections, connecting the antenna, and installing the SIM card. Connect the black wire to terminal 4 on the control panel. The red wire to terminal 5 on the control panel. This is the power supply for our communicator. Then we connect the wires responsible for data transmission. The green wire to terminal 6, the yellow wire to terminal 7. As you can see, these are the same terminals to which we connect the keypad. We can run the wires through the hole in the panel enclosure. And connect it to the communicator. We connect the red wire to the 12-volt terminal. The black wire or ground to the GND terminal.
GND.
The green wire to the clock terminal,
Zielony do zacisku clock
labeled
opisany na płycie
CLK on the
komunikatora
communicator.
jako CLK.
The yellow wire to the data terminal labeled DAT on the control panel.
Żółtym do zacisku data komunikatora opisanym na płycie centrali DAT.
We can install the SIM card
Kartę SIM.
and the GSM antenna.
Antena GSM.
After making the electrical connections, we check them. Remember, before powering it on, remove the SIM card PIN code or set it to 1111.
Lub ustawić go na 4 jedynki.
This is the factory default PIN code in the device.
Zaimplementowane w urządzeniu.
After verifying the connections, we power on the unit
Możemy zasilić układ napięciem 230 V.
and connect the battery.
Akumulator.
Honeywell panels require additional configuration for the communication between the alarm panel and the communicator using the Smart Connector feature to work properly. To do this, you need to enter programming mode by entering the factory installer code 4112.
Kod instalatora. Fabrycznie 4112.
Then, you need to enter the code 800. Next, you need to program the keypad address. To do this, enter the code *196 and then 10. In the next step, you need to enable Auto Stay ARM by entering *84 and then 0. Next, you need to enable the transmission of contact ID events via LLR by entering *29 and then 1. After completing this programming, you can exit the installer mode by entering the code *99. I connect the Mini Prog BT programmer to the CONF terminal. I chose this model for its convenience of use. The programmer allows connection to a computer or smartphone via Bluetooth. Optionally, you can use a wired connection via the micro USB port. We can now proceed to configure the communicator in the EBS Config 2.0 program. The EBS Config 2.0 application is available in 2 versions: mobile for download on Google Play and desktop available after logging into the Knowledge Zone on the ebssmart.com website. We open the EBS Config 2.0 application. Keep in mind that before setting up the connection, you need to pair the programmer with a personal computer or mobile phone. Press the icon with 2 arrows for connection settings, and then click the plus symbol. We select Mini Prog. As you can see, the device has been detected, and we enter its name. The name can be anything. Click OK. After setting up the connection, we can read the configuration from the device. During this time, 4 LEDs on the device should blink alternately. Keep in mind that during the first reading of the configuration, you will be asked for a service code. Factory default is 1111. Due to the fact that I programmed this communicator many times already, I don't need to enter this code. After reading, we have the main screen, which is the device model, its serial number, and the firmware version. We go to the Communication Channels tab and add a cellular network communication channel. Go to the Cellular Network tab and fill in the main server address. In our case, it is the publicly available server ava01.ebstrade.com. Port. In our case, it is 7456. This is a common port for all of our communicators. SIM card APN. After setting up the communication channel, we go to the Communicator Settings tab. We start by entering the user code, and then expand the Advanced option. We enable communication via keypad protocol and proceed to choose the alarm control panel model. The LX30B Q30T communicator is connected to a Honeywell Vista 48 alarm control panel, which we select from the list. That's all that needs to be done in the EBS Config 2.0 program. Now it's time to send the configuration to the device. After configuring it in the EBS Config 2.0, we can add the communicator to the EBS security application dedicated to the end user. The EBS security application is available for download on Google Play and the App Store. To add the smart communicator to the EBS security application after logging in, select the gear symbol located in the upper right corner of the screen. Then select the Object Settings option and click the plus symbol. Now you need to select the communicator. Enter the serial number of the device. And then enter the user code, which we programmed earlier in the EBS Config 2.0 program. Then click the Add button. A push notification informs us that the object has been successfully added. Now select the object. Click Edit Object. As you can see, the Smart Connect option is visible. We go to the Partitions. Click the plus symbol. Here we add the user. In our case, it will be the administrator. And the code. This is the same code which the user enters on the keypad to arm the system. Click the Save button. A push notification informs us that the data has been successfully saved. Now we go back to the home screen. And we see our object. After adding the device to the EBS security application, we can test the operation of the entire system. Now we return to our system. We grab our phone with the EBS security application and, pressing the red padlock, arm the alarm system. As you can see, the alarm system has been armed. We can now trigger the alarm by violating a zone. An alarm message appears in the application. By pressing the green padlock, we disarm the system and cancel the alarm.
System I anulujemy alarm.
Thank you for your attention, and I encourage you to watch other videos with me. See you next time.
Do zobaczenia.